Hey friends, in this one we're going to be going head to head between the 19-inch Trapezoidal teleprompter and the 24-inch teleprompter from Prompter People.
Be seen, heard, and better understood through virtual gatherings. Elevate your message with Corporate Streams.
Hey everybody, I'm Noah from Corporate Streams, and we have two wonderful teleprompters to look at today and kind of compare between the two to see which one is a fit for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the website and see the two different prompters and what they offer. So on the left here, we have the 19-inch Trapezoidal prompter. And on the right, we have the 24-inch. For easier communication, I'm just gonna say 19 versus 24 and imply the trapezoidal for the 19 versus the standard on the 24. So both of these teleprompters offer a high bright option, which is about $400 more to bump up. The difference there is the high bright allows you to use this outdoors. It has 1,000 nits, which is pretty bright, versus the 400 nits, which is seen in the regular monitor, which honestly is also pretty bright. Now, trapezoidal prompters allow you to see a wider angle of the text. So it's a wider viewing angle. So when you have a 2-shot or a 3-shot, multiple presenters are going to be able to see the screen and the prompter easier. Whereas the 24-inch allows a larger image to be shown because obviously it's a 24-inch screen versus a 19-inch screen. So if you're comparing directly between the two of these, you really have to ask yourself, are multiple people from multiple angles viewing this one teleprompter? Or do you really have just one presenter from the same angle directly in front of the prompter reading off? So that would be my comparison. If you just have one presenter reading that teleprompter, I would recommend the 24-inch with one caveat. And that is, with a 24-inch prompter, I recommend a minimum of 12 feet of distance between you and the teleprompter. That's to make sure that the eyes don't wander back and forth on the prompter. If you're too close to the prompter, you'll noticeably see those eyes shift back and forth. So maybe instead of the 24-inch, you go with a regular 19-inch teleprompter. That's really just going to depend on the distance that you have between the subject and the camera and what you can get away with. If you have a larger studio, maybe you can create that distance between the subject and the teleprompter. I know for my particular situation, I do have a presenter that struggles with reading a teleprompter because his eyesight's not great. So we did have to bump up to this larger model as well and sacrifice a little bit of that movement that we saw on camera. Another thing you can do in the teleprompter software is create some bars, so basically the text doesn't go as wide. So that's something that you could do with the 24-inch prompter, and really any of these prompters, is limit how wide the text sits on the image. So consider doing that as well. So what would I recommend? Well, usually in a studio, we have 3 cameras. We have 2 close-ups and a wide shot. So for the wide shot, which I call camera 2, that's where I have my 19-inch trapezoidal teleprompter, which allows us to have anybody looking directly into that camera to read the prompter. And then we have our cameras 1 and camera 3, which are our close-up cameras. And those are my 24-inch teleprompters, which allow for just a single person to look down at that camera and read the prompter clearly. So that's what I would recommend. I hope this video helps you decide between these two prompters. If you want to learn more about Prompter People, you can go to their website, or you can check out this playlist here all about different teleprompters from Prompter People. Thanks for checking this one out, and we'll see you in the next one.